I am back yet again with another video. Today I am ranking all the Wuchang Fallen Feather bosses from worst to best. Now again, this is my opinion, so it's going to be completely different to your opinion. So I guess I'll try my best to satisfy you guys. In last place at number 23 is the Demon of Obsession. This is the only fight in the whole game that I didn't have fun with the whole time. Like all the other fights I had fun with. I was like, oh yeah, this fight was cool, even the low ranked ones, but this one no. Like I I didn't like the inner demon fights and like NPC fights in general, but this one was just had so much health. The second phase was just spell spamming. I eventually cheesed the fuck out of it by getting it like trapped on the stairs. But even doing that was difficult. This fight fucking sucked. One of the worst fights I've ever had in a Souls-like. Number 22 and 21 are the two Tane Palace Maids. They're like the only mini bosses in this game, like the red-eyed bosses that have a health bar. The first one you just plunge attack the fuck out of it, and then the second one is just it has low health and it was like weirdly placed. I don't know why they put it there, but yeah, nothing much about these two. 20th place is the Nightmare Demon. Just like I said with the Demon of Obsession, I don't like the inner demon fights. This is no exception. It's just a weaker Demon of Obsession. You fight this one first, and it's just I didn't like it. I I don't know what else to say. I don't like these fights. Number 19 was Master Raider. This was a good first boss, I would say, all around. There's nothing wrong with him, but from my experience, I used the Vorpal blade with a one-handed sword, so I annihilated the fuck out of him from afar to the point it wasn't fair. There's another boss up on this list where I didn't even know where to rank them because I decimated them with spells and shit. But this one, it's a good first boss, but nothing too impressive. Number 18, Commander Honglan. This was the first real challenge in the game. It's the end of chapter 1 boss. And holy fuck, man. This boss had so many problems with it. The first phase was fun. I liked the first phase. I mastered the first phase with the parry at the beginning and like baiting out the wind up attack. As soon as she entered the second phase, I couldn't for the life of me keep up with her. One of the biggest problems in this game is the fact that when you get knocked down, you get like no iframes for for some time. So as soon as they hit you again, you get that damage. You get knocked down, you die pretty much. And holy fuck, man! And a lot of the enemies and bosses are way too aggressive. And this boss was so aggressive. No time to heal. The second phase ruined the fight for me. But I liked the first phase to the point I put it above the Raider. Number 17, Soulwood. This is an okay boss. It was like kind of a gimmicky boss, very tedious. You just wait out all the attacks until like you got your spells up and you shoot fire at him. Or if the hand slashes down on the ground, you go up and you just whack him, rinse and repeat. The only issue with this boss, other than being very boring and tedious, is those stupid baby skeleton monster things that spawn from the ground. Those are annoying, but this was an okay boss. Number 16, Bow Sorcerer. I'm gonna get flack for this, I feel like, because a lot of people like her, I feel. But hear me out. This is the first boss I fought in Chapter 2. And holy shit, I was underleveled. But I was determined. I died the most to this boss out of every single boss, but I was determined, but it didn't pay off until eventually I fought her towards the end of Chapter 2 with the help of the white robed guy. And for me too, is she got stuck behind the trees a lot. But if I fought this boss later on in the game, like I was intended, I feel like it would be higher, but for my experience, yeah, holy shit, it was a nightmare. And also, I was at number 15, the General of the North, I Nengiki, whatever his name is. This is a good boss all around. The first phase was fun, second was okay, but it boils down to the issue I was talking about where if you get knocked down, you're dead. The spinning attack that he does where he swipes down 4 times, it was it was easy to dodge, but I'm not that good at souls, but I'll be honest with that. So as soon as I got hit and I got knocked down, yeah, you can't get back up. It's like, and he just kills you in like 2, 3 hits. But overall, good boss. Not the best, but not the worst. Middle of the road. Number 14, the Feathered Priest, Lu Bin Jane. This was another overall good boss, just like the General of the North. It wasn't fantastic, but it wasn't bad. It was very easy to read. It's like the second boss you find for the most part. And I will say there's a lot of downtime in this fight compared to the other bosses. Like a lot of the bosses are aggressive and give you like a millisecond of downtime for you to like heal or readjust. But this one had a lot of downtime for me. Maybe for me. Maybe it wasn't for you guys, but just a good boss overall. Number 13, Mistress of the Night, Huan Yu. Firstly, the character itself is good, and the design, for two big reasons. Two big reasons why the design is good. But it's one of the easier bosses in the game, in my opinion, because it's very easy to bait her and then get behind her and backstab her and stagger her. And when you do that, it it melts her. Like it actually melts her. And I will say the White Fox was a cool phase transition. And another just all around good boss. And honestly, this one, Feathered Priest, and General of the North could all be interchangeable. Number 12, the Reborn Dragon Emperor. I'm going to get flack for this one. I feel like this is one that people genuinely like, but it's very tricky for me to rank here. Because, okay, first off, the arena, the vibe, the way he's designed, the way his attacks look were so good. But in the phase transition cutscene is good too. But the reason why I have difficulty ranking him is because I annihilated him. I first tried him. I found out he's very weak to fire. Okay? Going into this fight, I had the Flamebringer, I had Internal Form, and I had the Dracolich Pendant. And I call it the Fed build because holy shit, it destroys. You just pop the Internal Form, don't worry about the roars, and just keep on spamming the Flamebringer's weapon ability, and it melts big enemy bosses, which sucks because I feel like when I replay this game, he will be one of my favorites. But it was very hard for me to place because of that. But just based on his design and shit alone, he ranked here. Number 11, the Blight Weaver. I like the design of this boss. It's very creepy. It's overall a good boss. I had fun with the move set and shit. I liked how the pillars were involved. It doesn't tell you you have to like bait her into the pillars. I figured that shit out and I was amazed. I was like, oh shit, here we go. But that's what you do. You bait her into the pillars and then you get downtime to just fucking whack on her. Just a fun boss altogether. Cracking into the top 10 is South General Liu Wengxiu. He's a very fun boss. His bullets were annoying, but he doesn't do that often. He's a difficult boss to fight, but he's very satisfying, I would say, especially to backstab, because you want to like time your dodges perfectly to get behind him and backstab him as soon as you can, so you can get that stagger. And it was just satisfying for me, and I liked his design. I think it's an underrated design, a sword and a gun. I'm a sucker for shit like that. Number 9, the gluttonous monstrosity, Lu Hong Liu. First off, peak design. Get it? Because like bird peak. And the cutscene was really good. And it just had a fun move set. like the way it jumps and then it spits like that acid shit was cool. Uh, it would be higher if it wasn't for the fact in its like phase transition where she spews all that like toxic shit in multiple directions. Gives her so much downtime. You can just sit behind her and just kill her instantly. It feels like you can take off so much health during that one move, which is a big downside. But honestly, if it wasn't for that, it would be a lot higher. Number 8, Fierce Tiger and Jane Xian Zhan. Design's great. It's a tiger boss. I like animal bosses. And then the cutscene, the second phase transition cutscene, was really cool. It's like wallpaper worthy. The first phase was good. I had trouble with it at first, but then I mastered it. Then the second phase happened. It was harder to control him in the second phase, but this is the fight where I learned about the Fed strategy. Flamebringer internal form, Dracolich pendant. Wipe the floor with him. Like second try using that combination, I completely annihilated him, and it would it would change the game forever for me. But overall, I really like this boss. Number 7, the Min General Liu Chen En. This is he had a really fun move set, and I liked it a lot, and it was very satisfying to dodge, and very satisfying to like get behind him, backstab him, and stagger him. It was just an overall fun fight. Like him and the Fierce Tiger, you can interchange them. I wouldn't mind. But right now, after playing, I think he's a little bit higher, just because I thought his fight itself was cooler. Number 6, Bo Magus. Let me just say this. I first tried her, and that was the hypest moment for me in the entire game, because she has a lot of health compared to other endgame bosses. And, and even still, it was a very fun fight. And I liked how she wasn't that aggressive like other bosses, but she packed a punch, and she was greatly telegraphed, and overall just a great fight. It would have been higher if it wasn't for the fact that her design was okay, and also in the beginning she like goes up in the air and comes down, and you can just get up to her immediately and do so much damage to her in the beginning of the fight. But just a fun fight, and I first tried her. I am so proud of that. Number 5, Vermilion Feathers Honglin. Firstly, Honglin, the character, is a peak character. I think she's the best character in the game. But this fight wasn't like her first fight. She wasn't over aggressive. She actually had downtime in this fight, and just had a fun move set compared to the other fight, mixed in with her sword attacks and like the feathering attacks. And man, this was another fight where the backstabs carried me again. Very satisfying to get behind her and get that backstab. But this was a really fun fight. I really like this fight a lot. Number 4, Feathery Ambition, Zhuan Yanzi, or whatever his fucking name is. This was a really fun final boss, and he has the best design and the creepiest design in the game, and honestly one of the best cutscenes in just Souls-like in general. Like the way his like arms, like those fingers wrap around him, and then on the sword and the eye, and just the way he looks is so good. But the fight itself was really fun. I liked his move set. I will say though, compared to the other bosses, like the endgame bosses, he was very easy to stagger. I staggered him 2 times in my final fight, or like my final attempt. And honestly, I thought he could have been more challenging. I feel like they should have like had a second health bar, second phase. But overall, he was just a really fun fight. Like especially when he pulls out that sword, that was so badass. Number 3, Monstrous Toddler by Crew. Great design again, but the reason why this is so high is because the story. It's very emotional. Like especially I liked how in this fight it like lowered the music and had the like memories playing, While in the other fight, in the Fallen Ambition fight, I could barely hear him fucking talking. This fight, it allows you to like listen and shit. I did it with my boy, the Summon. I called him my boy, but I forget his name. And we destroyed him. He has a lot of health, but man, the atmosphere, the build up, the story just puts him up at number 3. And his moveset was good too. It wasn't a difficult moveset or too difficult. It was difficult, but not that bad. Just an all-around good boss. Number 2. The next two are some of my favorite bosses in Souls-like, to be honest. But at number 2 is Perfect Bride, Fane Lin. Another peak design. This is the second best design in the game for me. It is so fucking good. The music too. The music in this game was okay. It wasn't anything where I went crazy over, but holy shit, the music in this fight was perfect. First phase and second phase. And it was very satisfying to read and dodge her, and like very satisfying to backstab her. And then the second phase happens, the music kicks in, I bring out the Flamebringer. I will say the Dracolich pendant carried the fuck out of me during this fight. But other than that, this fight was just very fun. It was just a good fight. The design was great. Music was insane. Just not too hectic like other fights. It just had that perfect balance, I guess you could say. But number 1, Eternal Glory Zhao Yun. This boss kicked my ass. But it's the only boss on this list where every time I died, I didn't go, God damn, I can't believe I died right there. Every time I died, I was still having fun. I was like, damn, okay, I got this time. He was very, very fun to fight. I am, I think, the number 1 person in the world of his first phase. I know how to do his first phase to a T. His second phase, I got it eventually, but I got hit a bunch of times. Especially in my last run, I got hit a couple times. The biggest difficulty in his second phase is those clones, but he's just stay close to him. He's just a cool character. I liked his story. I liked his design. Well, I liked his design. It wasn't the best design ever, but it's still a good design. And just all around a good boss. The most difficult boss in the game, definitely. But damn, he was definitely the funnest boss in the game. And that concludes my ranking of the Wuchang bosses from worst to best. I know I'm going to get flack for a lot of the placements, but I don't care. I'm thinking about making other ranking videos for this game, so hopefully you guys stick around for that. So yeah, like and subscribe.